A total stranger stormed up to me in a hotel lobby and barked, "I need extra towels in 402. Right now." He thought I was hotel staff. I wasn't. But instead of apologizing, he doubled down, loud, entitled, humiliating. What he didn't expect was that karma would hit him instantly, in front of the entire lobby. And the finishing blow. It didn't come from me. It came from his own wife. If you've ever dreamed of watching arrogance crumble in real time, smash that like button, subscribe, and get ready. Because this story is a masterclass in instant karma, and trust me, you're going to love every second of the downfall. It was late afternoon, golden sunlight streaming through the tall glass windows of the hotel lobby. The kind of place that feels polished but cozy, soft jazz humming through hidden speakers, the scent of roasted coffee drifting from a cafe tucked into the corner. People wheeled suitcases across the marble floors, kids laughed by the fireplace, and a steady hum of conversation filled the air. I was there waiting for a friend. Nothing more. Just a quiet evening, scrolling Instagram on my phone. I wore black pants, a crisp white button-up shirt, and my trusty backpack sat at my side. Nothing fancy, nothing remarkable. I had chosen a tall counter-style table with stools near the lobby because I liked the view. From there, I could see the elevators, the front desk, and the stream of guests moving in and out. I was invisible. Or at least, I thought I was. Then, out of nowhere, he appeared. A man, mid-40s, stocky build, storming across the lobby like a general who'd just lost patience with his troops. His face was flushed, his jaw tight, his steps heavy like each one was meant to intimidate the ground beneath him. You could just tell, this was someone used to barking orders and getting his way. He didn't say hello. He didn't pause. He didn't even check if I was who he thought I was. He just stopped in front of me and, in a voice loud enough for half the lobby to hear, snapped, "I need extra towels in 402. Right now." "No, please." "No, excuse me." Just a command. For a second, I froze, caught between confusion and disbelief. My brain scrambled. Did he really just order me around? I wasn't wearing a uniform, I had no name tag, I wasn't behind the front desk. I was a random guest. I managed a polite smile and said calmly, "Sorry, I don't work here." I expected him to realize his mistake and laugh it off. Maybe even apologize. But no. His eyes narrowed, scanning me from head to toe like a detective looking for clues. He landed on my shirt, then the counter table, then back at me. "Then why are you standing behind the desk?" he snapped. Behind the desk? I wasn't. I was at a tall counter table with bar stools, completely separate from the actual front desk, which was staffed by employees in matching navy blazers and shiny name tags. But in his mind, the world bent to his assumptions. Something inside me stirred. Heat crept up my neck. My stomach clenched with that mix of embarrassment and anger you feel when someone publicly disrespects you. I stood, lifted my backpack so he could see it, and replied, "Because it's a chair, not your personal helpline." My tone wasn't harsh, but it had an edge. A line in the sand. He huffed, loud, exaggerated, like a bull preparing to charge. Without another word, he spun on his heel and stormed toward the actual front desk. I thought that was the end of it. But oh, I was wrong. Moments later, his voice boomed across the lobby. "Your employee ignored me. I asked her for towels, and she just sat there doing nothing." I froze. My chest tightened. Guests turned their heads. Suddenly, I was the spectacle. The entitled man wasn't just wrong, he was trying to drag me down with him. I glanced at the front desk staff, two women in sharp navy blazers. They exchanged a look, then one turned toward him with professional calm. Her words cut sharper than any blade. "Sir, she doesn't work here. And even if she did, snapping at people isn't how you get towels." The lobby went silent. The man blinked, his face shifting from red-hot anger to pale shock. His chest deflated, his bluster shriveling under the weight of those words. Guests around us started murmuring. A few smirked. One even chuckled under their breath. It was delicious. But karma wasn't done yet. Just then, his wife appeared. She must have walked up behind him in the middle of the scene, catching every humiliating detail. Without hesitation, she smacked his arm, not playfully, but sharply, like a mother scolding a child. "You're embarrassing me again." The again was the nail in the coffin. This wasn't the first time. He was a repeat offender in arrogance. His shoulders slumped. His head dropped. For the first time, He had no comeback. Here's what made it the perfect revenge. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't scream. I didn't argue. I didn't beg for validation. I simply stood my ground, and the universe handled the rest. The hotel clerk's professionalism, the wife's exasperation, the laughter of strangers, it all piled on him like a tidal wave. Every ounce of arrogance he carried into that lobby was stripped away in seconds. And me. I sat back down, flipped on my headphones, and smiled. Justice had been served. See, here's the thing. Disrespect hits harder when it comes out of nowhere. It makes you feel small and powerless, like you don't have the right to exist in peace. That's why revenge, real, satisfying revenge, doesn't always mean fighting back with fists or words. Sometimes, it's letting someone's own behavior destroy them. That man thought I was beneath him. He thought he could bark orders, make a scene, and walk away the winner. But arrogance is heavy. Eventually, it collapses under its own weight. And in this case, it collapsed in front of the very people he wanted to impress. Rewind that moment in slow motion. The clerk's words slicing through his entitlement. The guests watching, enjoying his humiliation. His wife's final blow, "You're embarrassing me again." It wasn't just payback. It was poetic. He didn't just lose towels. He lost pride. He lost face. He lost the illusion of control he clung to so tightly. And me. I walked away knowing the universe had my. Sometimes karma doesn't wait years. Sometimes it doesn't sneak up quietly. Sometimes it's instant, and it burns brightest when arrogance meets its natural consequence. That day, I didn't just witness justice. I felt it. And I'll never forget the sound of his wife's voice reminding him, and everyone around, that respect is earned, not. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying public humiliation you've ever witnessed? And of course, subscribe for more stories that prove karma has the best sense of humor.